I want to set the scene. I was utility guy for the Texas Rangers. We make a big trade. We acquire from the Milwaukee Brewers Carlos Lee for like Kevin Mensch. I think a Lance Nix was thrown in there, a couple other pieces. And on the back end of that deal, Nelson Cruz comes over. He was the PCL MVP at the time. Didn't really know much about him, but I was hitting in group like 15, so he was coming with me. So we get in a cage in Arlington the first time, and I'm watching this guy put balls in places I've never seen them go. I mean, light tower pop, charisma, good looking, nice guy. And it's all about the little things. First off, Minnesota loved the little 2-3 on the belt right there.
Oh, I like that.
So let's dive in a little bit because he's gotten off to a monster start. And I want to just kind of take you a little bit. Oh, we're changing guaranteed rate. You can guarantee that when he shows up to guaranteed rate, he's going deep. So let's take you through it. There he was in Milwaukee, gets traded over to the Texas Rangers, and he's been a sinus rhythm. 2010 World Series, San Francisco Giants win that one. Thank you, Lincecum, for a ring. He's the 2011 ALCS MVP when he went off for 6 homers against the Detroit Tigers to put them back into the World Series against the St. Louis Cardinals. Then he signs a 1-year, $8 million deal with Baltimore and drops 40 in a $108. Finally gets paid 4 for $57 to go over to Seattle and becomes the sinus rhythm of their lineup. Everywhere he goes, Nelson Cruz becomes the sinus rhythm for your lineup. So we're going to bring in, I want to see if he's matured. I was
Robert
wondering.
wants to know what a sinus rhythm is.
That's when your heart rate, pause this, because I had a jammer back in 2008. So I know what this is about.
Jammer.
And they had to get my heart back in sinus rhythm, Robert.
Okay, all right.
So you're in it right now.
Thank you, I love it.
Everybody peaks and valleys. Nelson Cruz just stays flat, okay? So I said to myself, can we run this back to total beginning? Stop right there. And I said, has he done anything? Is he a tinkerer? He's obviously gotten better with age. Let's take a look at him side angle from Texas, Minnesota. What jumps out at me right away?
Bat.
Right?
Yeah.
He's almost setting his hands. That's almost a little Alex Bregman-ish to me. Tightened it up a little bit here. Maybe it's the pants, going high socks, but he looks like he's into his legs a little bit more. He was just setting it back here and being a little bit more athletic. It just looks like he's tightened things up a little bit more for me now, but the way he holds the bat is almost completely different. You can run this right here. And he's always set the foot down. Always. Okay. We're going to come out and take a look at him in Seattle. Pause this. Why do guys set the foot down? This is a Rudy Jaramillo thing back in Texas, the great hitting coach back in Texas. With 2 strikes, he always used to talk about taking the lower half out of it. Because what happens, everything's on time. So what do you want to do with 2 strikes? You want to take the lower half out of it, you set the foot down, the head doesn't move, and you let the hands play. A lot of guys can't hit like that, and kids certainly can't hit like that for power. That's why you see so many guys try and create rhythm with toe taps and leg kicks, because very few guys could go bink, bink to the right side for any power. So they protect it by getting some type of rhythm and tempo. When you're the size of Nelson Cruz, you think of a guy like Albert Pujols who doesn't have much movement. They can sit there, keep their head as still as possible, and create power without maximum movement and a lot of stuff going on in the lower half. So let's look at Seattle. Same thing. He's made a conscious effort, Roflo, to set his hands completely different for me. Okay? He's always started a little bit open. That's a visual for him that works. He starts way open as the pitcher goes into his motion, and he's ready to rock right here. His timing never really gets lost, and he just trusts himself. So run this real quick. I mean, swing is tighter. Run that back real quick. Can we run that back? Yeah. Set up. Lock in on the left side right here with the Twins. He's almost pulling his left arm like Bregman talks about, setting it here. And if you've stayed up late the last couple of nights to watch the Dodgers, Mookie Betts, JD JD Martinez, they almost got this like, they want to be here through the baseball. So run this. Just tighter. A little less handsier, a little more play with his hands there. But bottom line is, and I wanted to look back, I don't know how you judge how many games percentage-wise you got to be a DH in your career. Nelson, 41.3% of the time DH, and that's only going to climb. I mean, when you look at his buck 162 game average, it's eerily similar to Big Papi. I mean, that's the kind of production you're getting in the middle of your order. Big Papi, 552 OPS, Nelly Cruz 527. Average year, Big Papi 36 bombs, Nelly Cruz 39. So he's doing things north of 100 RBIs. Just a special player, and when he walks into a clubhouse, and I know Lauren asks me this all the time, it's like everyone's like having fun, and then Nelly walks in, you're like, our guy's here. Everybody's gonna peak and valley. He's not. He's gonna be a constant. He'll be in the 4-hole doing damage for the Twins. The Bomba squad they're off to a hot start.